represents the everyday skier, and he's been doing it since skiing started in Colorado after the war, since it really became an industry, and he's represented all the great, wonderful things that the sport brings to all of us.
He's a very enticing personality. He makes everyone feel at ease. There's not a stranger in the whole world to that man.
He is full of enthusiasm. He extracts, I think, as much out of life as anybody I know.
Earl is the instigator. He's the instigator personality. He's always there. He's leading the group, singing.
It's hard to think that he's the age that he is when you're skiing with him. The grace and elan that he demonstrates when he skis, I think it's something we all strive for.
Tells a lot of jokes, laughs at his own jokes, never tires of laughing at his own jokes. And by the time he tells the joke, he's in hysterics, and naturally everybody else is too.
He probably weighed about 125 pounds wringing wet. He was an excellent skier and did very well through all the ski training. But when we had to ski with a full pack on our backs, his pack would have weighed about 80 pounds, which means the pack weighed 3/4 of his own weight. Well, he tells us now that he did his damnedest to avoid falling down, because if he fell down with an 80-pound pack on his back, he couldn't get up. So I think he realized early on that it was better to be an officer and not have to carry one of these 80 or 90-pound packs. He was one of the most pleasant, friendliest, and most enlisted man-oriented officers in the regiment.
Like so many of his generation, Earl, I think, was the product of having this enormous experience of the Second World War early in his life, and I think it gave him the drive and the dimension to carry on all the successes that he had later in life.
Earl's contributions to the ski world don't fall within sort of the normal categories. By literally preserving, almost through individual effort, the history of and the meaning of the ski troops, the preservation of Camp Hale, the 10th Mountain Division Highway, have left for future generations the full story of the ski troops and their role in the ski industry in Colorado in a way that wouldn't have happened without him.
He was for example, one of the founders of the International Federation of Military Skiers, IFMS. It's mostly European now, but Earl started and it was very, very successful.
Another major contribution was, in effect, the revival of the Over the Hill Gang.
The purpose of Over the Hill Gang is to bring senior skiers and sports enthusiasts together.
Earl stepped in at a time when it was just struggling to change from a local Colorado organization into a worldwide organization, and he created an environment for people from any place to be able to continue doing something that they wanted to do.
Earl has changed the lives of many people. He doesn't realize it often, but we've had a number of people tell us that their lives have been altered by the ability to keep doing the things they always loved to do.
He is the classic representation of what skiing life is all about. It's a joy to be a skier, and he represents every positive aspect.